Hi everyone, I'm JLI, your guide for today's economics lesson. Today we are diving into one of the most important ideas in microeconomics, economic profit, normal profit, and how perfect competition works in the short run versus the long run. Let's start with the basics. Most people think about profit in a simple way: revenue minus the bills you actually pay. That is called accounting profit or monetary profit. But economists look deeper. We use economic profit, and the formula is really important. Economic profit equals total revenue minus economic cost. Economic cost is the sum of two things: explicit costs plus implicit costs. Explicit costs are the obvious out of pocket payments: rent, wages, ingredients, electricity, raw materials, the money that actually leaves your bank account. Implicit costs are trickier. They are the opportunity costs, the value of the next best alternative you give up when you choose this business. This includes the money you could have earned elsewhere with your time, your money, or your resources. Let me make this concrete with an example. Imagine I run milk tea store on Sundays. Explicit costs for the day, ingredients, booth rental, gas, packaging come to $50,000. Now the implicit costs. If I did not run the store, what could I do instead that has real economic value? I could sing at a big event and earn $150,000. Yes, I am an amazing singer. Legit, total implicit cost equals $150,000. So my total economic cost for running the store equals $50,000 explicit plus $150,000 implicit, which is $200,000. That $200,000 is the minimum I need to feel okay about staying at the store instead of doing those other things. Now let's look at three revenue scenarios for the store. Scenario 1: revenue equals $200,000. Economic profit equals $200,000 minus $200,000, which is zero. I cover every dollar of explicit and implicit cost exactly. I am not losing money, but I am also not gaining anything extra compared to my best alternative. Economists call this normal profit or zero economic profit. This is really important because when economic profit is zero, the firm is just earning enough to convince the owner to stay in the industry rather than leave for something better. I am indifferent, neither happy nor sad about staying at the store. Scenario 2: revenue equals $300,000. Economic profit equals $300,000 minus $200,000, which is positive $100,000. This is positive economic profit, also called supernormal profit or abnormal profit. I am earning $100,000 more than I could get from my best alternative. I am happy, very happy, and this is the signal that attracts new sellers into the industry. Scenario 3: revenue equals $130,000. Economic profit equals $130,000 minus $200,000, which is negative $70,000. Negative economic profit means economic loss. I am still making $80,000 in accounting profit after explicit costs, so I am not losing cash, but I am $70,000 worse off than if I had gone to Macau, sung, and acted. I feel sad, and eventually I and others will want to leave this industry. Key takeaway so far: positive economic profit means firms enter and the industry becomes attractive. Zero economic profit means firms stay because they are indifferent. Negative economic profit means firms exit and the industry becomes unattractive. Now let's see how this plays out over time in perfect competition. In perfect competition, there are many small firms, identical products, perfect information, and crucially, no barriers to entry or exit. Short run: a firm can make supernormal profit, normal profit, or economic loss. If the market price is high and the firm earns supernormal profit because revenue is greater than economic cost, new firms see the opportunity, and because barriers are low, they enter. More firms means market supply increases, which means price falls. Price keeps falling until economic profit disappears, and firms earn only normal profit again. If firms are making economic losses, some leave the industry. Fewer firms means market supply decreases, which means price rises. Price rises until losses disappear and remaining firms earn normal profit. Long run equilibrium in perfect competition. The industry settles where economic profit is zero, meaning only normal profit. At the firm level, the demand curve is perfectly elastic. It is a horizontal line at the market price because each firm is a price taker. In long run equilibrium, that price exactly touches the minimum point of the average cost curve. Price equals minimum average cost. Revenue exactly equals total economic cost. Economic profit is zero. No incentive for firms to enter or exit. This is the famous long run result in perfect competition. Firms earn only normal profit, just enough to keep them in the industry, but nothing more. That is the heart of today's topic, understanding economic profit, why it matters for entry and exit, and why perfectly competitive firms end up earning only normal profit in the long run. Thanks so much for joining me today. Keep thinking about the hidden opportunity costs in your own decisions, and I will see you in the next lesson. Take care.